Hi everyone, it's Josh Kelly over at RevuKangaroo. We're here for our weekly Review Kangaroo and 2, where I kind of go over topics you guys ask us about reviews or about business in general. And I'm going to cover a topic that is pretty simple, but it's a great thing to do, and most people really don't take the time or effort to do it. And that's, hey, disputing Yelp reviews. How do I, if I have this 1-star review on Yelp, and I'm pretty confident it's not a real customer, or it's not really a bad review on you, or whatever the reason is, or it's a competitor, that certainly happens, can I get those reviews removed? Yes, you can. Not very effectively, but the time spent on it is almost insignificant, so it's worth doing because you guys know, now if you have using our system, you're not getting negative reviews, right? We pre-screen them and make sure that only 5 stars go out, and we auto-log. You know all about us, right? But if you're not using a system, you are going to trip over negative reviews. It's going to happen occasionally, and I want you to have the ability to remove them if they fall into the Yelp guidelines that allows for removal. So why don't I turn this around so you can see my screen, and we're going to actually dispute a review right here and now. We're going to fake dispute. I'm not actually going to dispute it, and show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, hold on one sec, guys. All right, so we're actually looking at a customer of ours, Parker and Sons, again, a client of ours, because we don't really have a Yelp page because we're a software company, right? Yelp doesn't really necessarily apply to us. So I found, it took a little digging to find a 1-star review, and one that is disputable, but I found one right down here. So I'd like to thank Parker and Sons for leaving a mess in front of my house when working on my neighbor's plumbing. This is not a customer. Just told us that they're not a customer. And basically, it sounds like the yard next door got tore up because they had to use an excavator, so they had to dig out some mainline piping, and some of the dirt got into their yard. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but clearly not a customer, which makes it disputable. So I'm going to click the flag, Report Review. It's going to ask me to select an option. There are multiple options here. False information, posted by someone affiliated with you, posted by a competitor, contains threat. It doesn't describe a personal consumer experience. This is the one that matches us. Yelp's privacy standards, if they're giving away information they should. Promotional material, essentially if we're talking about another business in a positive way. Or obviously, hey, this isn't my business. But this one is, hey, this is not a personal consumer experience. They did not use us or use Parker and Sons, so they're not a consumer of Parker and Sons. So I can do that. So it doesn't describe a personal consumer experience. This person never used Parker and Sons, and it sounds like their issue is with their neighbor's yard and is not a reflection of Parker. Did I misspell neighbors? There we go. So that's it. I'm going to report. Dunsy. Thanks. We'll evaluate your review and get back to you. Typically in a few business days. When they say a few business days, generally not true. It generally takes a week to a couple weeks. Just being totally honest and upfront. So they're going to look into that, and they'll shoot an email back to Parker and Sons and potentially me as well. That's how you dispute and remove a Yelp review. Fair warning, Yelp is not like other review sites. They are very difficult to work with. They may not take that review off, even though it's plainly not a customer. It kind of depends almost on their mood, it feels like. I don't have a direct answer why they take off some and some not. I've seen ones that blatantly, much worse than this, don't follow their procedure. So it might be, bleep this, bleep, 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 bleep. I don't want to use this company, bleep, which is clearly against their rules. It still stays there if it's a negative review. So it's worth doing, guys, because it can be taken off. Odds are it's probably not, but as you saw, it took me about 30 seconds to dispute. All right, guys, let me know if you need anything else. That's kind of how I remove or dispute a Yelp review. Thanks.